Hello guys, it is me again, it's HorrorFan34, and welcome back to another video. And I have been tagged once again. Had a lot of fun doing these tags. This time I was tagged once again by Horrific Nightmares JM, also known as Jason. Really great guy on here. And this one is called the Blackest Eyes tag. This is all about the movie of the Halloween franchise. And I was tagged by Jason, Horrific Nightmares JM, and the actual original creator of this tag was there's another guy on here that I talk to sometimes on live chats and things like that, is Random Matt Videos. He is the creator of this tag, so shout out to him as well, because he is the creator. And it's 5 questions. So I hope you guys enjoy my answers to these questions. And before I get onto my answers, I'm gonna tag 2 people, because I know Rob just did his response. He did a really great job on it. I'm gonna tag Alex 2.0 because I know Rob tagged him as well. So I'll tag Alex 2.0, my good buddy Alex, and I'll also tag Justin, aka Metal Horror Pack, which I also think Rob also tagged. So I'll tag those 2 people, because pretty much everybody else that I could have tagged, I think pretty much already did their response to this. So they're the 2 people I'll be tagging for this tag. So let's get on to the questions. Question number 1: what was your favorite mask that was worn by Michael Myers? That would have to, without a doubt, it would have to be the original film. The second one's a really close second for me, but I have to go with the first film. The first film, you know, the mask in that is so legendary. It's a classic. I don't think you can top that mask whatsoever. I mean, Halloween 2 is really, really close to being on my #1 spot as well, but the original Halloween mask in the original film is so legendary. It's a classic, and it's a mask that you just cannot miss. It's a classic looking mask, so I definitely would have to go with the original Halloween on that one. Question number 2: if you had a chance to rewrite Halloween 3, would you make it a direct sequel to the second film, or would you keep it the way that it is? This is actually a really good question, actually. Now that I'm much older now, I've grown to love Halloween 3, because I remember when I first watched Halloween 3 back when I was in my teens, and I remember I liked it. I thought it was pretty good, but I thought, like, you know, it wasn't a Halloween movie, you know, and there was no Michael Myers in it, but I still liked the film for what it was. I just kind of hoped that it would have been a direct sequel to the second film. But now, as I grew older, now that I'm in my 20s now, I've grown to love the film more and more over the years. I find the film very, very refreshing. I really do enjoy the story. I think it's a unique horror film. It's a pretty unique horror film. It's got a pretty cool story. I really like Tom Atkins in the film. And it's one of those films that I liked when I first saw it back in my teens, but I feel like I've grown to love it more and more as the years have went on. And I think Halloween 3 is very, very underrated. So I think it's fine the way it is. Like, if you ask me, like, nowadays, I would keep it the way it is, because I really do enjoy Halloween 3. I think it's underrated, but if you had to go back to when I was, like, in my teens or things like that, I would say that I still like Halloween 3, but I still would have much preferred a direct sequel to the second film. So that's the answer to that question. Question number 3: if you could remake the original, what would you have kept? Would you have kept it more closer to the original with flashbacks, or would you keep it more like the way Rob Zombie did it? Very easily, I would have tried to kept it more like the original film with the flashbacks, because I have nothing against Rob Zombie personally. Like, you know, I have nothing against him personally. Like, I do like some of Rob Zombie's films. I really like House of a Thousand Corpses, The Devil's Rejects, things like that. But, you know, I just did not like the way that he portrayed Michael Myers They kind of seemed like they made Michael Myers white trash, cursing every couple seconds, which I didn't care for. I mean, granted, when you look at the first Rob Zombie Halloween, it's got a very, very impressive ensemble cast of horror genre actors with the likes of Sid Haig, Bill Moseley, Brad Dourif, Malcolm McDowell, Scout Taylor Compton, Daniel Harris, Dee Wallace, Hannah Hall, Daryl Sabara, I think that's Junie from the Spy Kids films. He's in there too. Ken Foree. He just had a really very impressive lineup of cast members from different genres of horror. But it was just one of those, and even William Forsythe. I'm a big fan of William Forsythe. I really like him. But I just feel like it was one of those films where I just did not like the way they portrayed Michael Myers. It was over the top with him getting brought up in a white trash family and cursing every couple seconds. It was just really over the top. You know, I just really would have kept it more true to the original film, because you don't need like Michael Myers cursing and things like that. It's not necessary. I just feel like try to keep it more close to the original film with flashbacks. That's my answer to that question. Definitely more in spirit with the original film. If I had to remake the Halloween movie. Question number 4: who is your favorite final girl? Without a doubt, Laurie Strode. Laurie Strode is just a classic character. It's a really great horror. A really, how do I put it? A really fantastic, recognizable female horror lead character, like up there with the Elm Street girls. With the likes of like Heather Langenkamp or Lisa Wilcox, or even from some of the girls from the Jason films, Adrienne King, Amy Steele, etc., etc. And even with Ashley Lawrence, from the Hellraiser films, that's another good one. I just feel like Laurie Strode is just my favorite final girl in the Halloween franchise. I could have gone, Danielle Harris or things like that, but I really like Laurie Strode as a final girl. Really do enjoy the character of Laurie Strode. And the last question is question number 5. If you collect anything that's related to Halloween, what would be your 2 favorite items that you have in your collection? Without a doubt, the two things that I've collected of Halloween that I are my 2 favorites. I have a Michael Myers mask, the actual white mask, the original mask, not the Rob Zombie looking mask, but the actual Michael Myers mask with the hair and things like that. That's definitely one thing I treasure. Sometimes I'll dress up as Michael Myers on Halloween every couple of years, things like that. I always switch out my costumes every single Halloween. Sometimes I'm Michael Myers, sometimes I'm the Joker, things like that. So that's definitely one thing I definitely cherish keeping for a Halloween collection. And I also really enjoy in my collection for Halloween is the 25th anniversary 2-disc version. It was actually the very first DVD of Halloween I ever bought. Because then I think after that my buddy gave me as a gift many years ago the standard DVD, and I kept that because it was a gift, but I still keep but my favorite one though is the 25th anniversary 2-disc version. It has a lot of really good features on it and things like that, so those are definitely the 2 favorite things in my Halloween collection that are my favorites. So there you have it. Those are my questions. Those are my answers to those questions. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Alright guys, take care.